Thank you. Thank you. You're a beautiful crowd.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Comedy Cellar Tuesdays with me, Dave Jusko, and Mike Suarez. And just a quick happy Thanksgiving. Oh, Catalina.
Hey,
is that a
Cat.
new address? Seems different, right?
Yeah, it's a new app.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's nice to see you. I wasn't sure if anybody would come. And Scruffy. Oh, good. You guys all made it. I know we're all sporadic all the time now, so I'm never sure if anybody knows. So I was like, I guess it'll just be me and Mike, and maybe we'll get lucky and people will come on in as we're going. But I'm so glad to see everybody this couple days before Thanksgiving, at least here in America. I realized 2 weeks ago we had a problem because it's nobody's fault. Mike we were supposed to be in studio, and the government shutdown affected Mike's flight to New York. And then, of course, I got affected by that. Hi, Marcy, from that flight. But then we weren't supposed to do a show that I don't know. It all got fakakta, as they call it. And so I was like, Mike, we should do a show Tuesday, because then I know we're going to be back in studio on December 9th in 2 weeks with, I guess, the guests, unless there's somebody special in town. And I don't mean any, that's not any thing to our guest. We were supposed to have Scott Rogowski, who I can't wait to have on, was completely prepared with trivia and stuff. Because I don't know if you remember, Scott Rogowski used to be the host of HQ. If you remember how popular that was. I don't remember that, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, it was on everybody's phone at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. East Coast time. It was so popular, and I think he's starting something new. So we're going to him and Dara, our friend Gilbert's wife, and because we are very close now, and she's very close with Scott. So I thought, because he had to leave early, I thought then we could pick up the slack, have Dara make our football picks, and it would have been a fun discussion with all of us together in the studio. But we will wait until December 9th with that, which will be terrific. Unless, of course, because we like to in December, maybe I should do what we did last year, which was like our best show ever, where we had to tell Russ and Nick, because we always celebrate Nick's birthday. Maybe I should arrange that again. I don't know.
I mean, we should definitely do that. Maybe we can do both.
Right? How can we do both?
I mean, 2 different days. So
really?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess we could do Comedy Cellar Wednesdays. Apparently, they're open 365 days a year, which didn't used to be the case. They used to be closed twice, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now that is open all the time, because there's a bunch of us who don't celebrate. It's horrible for me. My sister is so mean to me. So mean. I'm going over there, but I'm not happy about it. I wish I was going somewhere else. She's so mean to me, and I don't want to go over now because she's just so wicked. Anyway, we're supposed to see the second Wicked on Friday. We did that last year. We had a really nice time, and she already went to see it, and so did my niece. We're still going. She's like, I can't wait to see it again. But I was like, I thought we'd all see it together. Hi, Dan. Why would anybody invite Pigpen to Thanksgiving? He's disgusting. Can't sit at a table with that guy for 10 minutes. Hi, Dan. It's so nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Damn, I should have, if I knew Dan was around, I should have just asked him. Well, actually, if you want to come on, you can. Catalina, you already saw it? You already saw Wicked for Good? Everybody, my sister said it's even better than the first one. So, but I guess I was a little upset because I thought we were all going to go together, and that's upsetting. But otherwise, I was like, she was really mean. I said, I know she's going to California to. Oh, he has to leave soon. Oh wow, he's opening for Louis C.K. at the Beacon tonight. Wow, that's great. Oh, congratulations, Dan. That's really exciting. Wow, that's really, really cool. That's tonight, huh? God, it's so funny. I've been home all day. It gets dark at 4:30. I'm like, well, I can't even imagine going out now. I walked home yesterday, and I leave at 4. I walked home. By the time I got home, it was about 5:40, and I'm like, God, it must be 9:00 already. And that's just walking. I mean, it's just this, and I know it's happened my whole life and every year, but it's still messed up, especially if you don't leave the house all day. Oh, that's okay, Catalina. She's working on her final project. But yeah, the code. That's right. She's going to be real smart. Yeah. It's dismal there, Marcy. Like, what do you mean? Like rainy and gross? And it's rainy today too. So yeah, they didn't invite Pigpen to Thanksgiving. We're going to be talking about the peanuts a lot today, Dan. But they didn't invite Franklin, thank God.
Yeah, because he keeps bringing up Israel, Palestine.
Who does?
Pigpen.
Oh, that's right. But they didn't invite him because he was kind of gross and he never showered. No. He just kept bringing up Israel and Palestine. Nice. Well done, Mike. Her daughter's at the end of the semester. Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking about going to Disney where my sister and my niece are going to go. My niece is running the Dopey Run, which is a 4-day marathon where you run through the park. And but I said, oh, maybe I'll come. And she's like, no. And she goes, oh, we're gonna go to Epcot on Monday. And I'm like, well, maybe I could come. She's like, no, you'll ruin everything. You're an asshole. And I'm just like, well, that's cold. I don't know. This time of the year is very difficult being single. And she doesn't seem to understand. Her family's all around, so she doesn't get it. It's a little sad. Well, that's not why we're here today. We're here to have fun and have a good time. And so why don't Mike, what are you going to do for Thanksgiving?
I have to go to my family's house.
Yeah, I had to say that, didn't you? Yeah. No. I know. I said to Beth, I said, well, do you mind if I don't come? And then she started laughing as if she can't wait for me not to go, but she thought it would bother our mother. And then I called my mom. I'm like, would you mind? She goes, yes, it'll bother me. So I guess when my mom's dead, my sister and I'll never see each other again. And that's what we're hoping for, our mom to die. But she's not going anywhere. It's just awful. Anyway, you going to your families. What is everybody else doing? Like, oh, Catalina doesn't celebrate. Dan, are you going to the Cellar Thanksgiving? And Marcy, I guess you're cooking. I mean, my brother-in-law is such a good cook that's like one of the reasons I go. But you know what I did last year, and I guess I'll do it again. Is that I buy these small cans of beer to play. Oh, you're going to your sister's. Of this one place that's open on Thanksgiving. I sit in the park and I just drink until I can go to my sister. And I had to get a hotel because she won't even let me stay there. I don't know what. I don't want to go to the Cellar, but I should probably go to somebody else's house. Like I should just plan it next year and do something different. It's just not working, Mike. Anyway, I was thinking about Dick Van Dyke today because he's going to be 100 on December 13th, and he and everyone else is just hoping. Yeah, she's turkey, bringing turkey out. What does that mean?
Brining.
What does that mean?
Brining, like pickles.
Pickles?
She's not pickling it, but brine. You know what brine is? It's like that. It's like a marinade, but salty. It's a whole thing.
Well, why do you do that 2 days in advance?
Because that's what you're supposed to do. It's part of the. Yeah.
And what do you leave it in the refrigerator until you cook it?
Yeah, unless it's really cold, then you don't really have to, I guess.
Who's that kind of room in their refrigerator to leave a turkey there for 2 days?
Marcy.
Oh, I guess so. I guess that's why you moved to Kentucky. So you have room for a turkey. Maybe she might have 2 refrigerators. A lot of people have a second one in their garage or something. That's exciting. I'll tell you something. That's when you know you're living. Oh, thanks. Where does he live? In Florida?
No, he's in England.
Oh, that's what I can't remember if he lives in England or yeah, he lives in England. Why are you having one?
No,
They
he's
don't
saying just
celebrate.
go
See,
there
she
next
has 2
year.
refrigerators. He knew it.
Yeah.
Maker.
You want to just go celebrate Thanksgiving in England with Scruffy?
Oh, right. I probably should. I should just go away for Thanksgiving where they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm more of a Boxing Day person. That's where I really, get keep the bodies. Wait, so Dick Van Dyke, he's even saying, and I hope it's just a couple days. I hope I make it. Like, 'cause it would suck to live. That's what happened to Betty White. She didn't make it. She just missed it by a month or two. Bob Barker missed it by like 3 months. George Burns made it, but he like died the next day. Like it's really messed up. Yeah, Betty White let everyone down. It's true. It's true. Everybody was rooting for her, just like they are for Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, it was worse than nothing.
That what?
It was worse than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it is funny. Dick Van Dyke is amazing. Dara, and we can talk about this in the show. I think she gets it, so it's okay. But apparently, she had dinner with Dick Van Dyke like a month or two ago, or maybe a year ago. I don't know. At his house. I mean, what? That's what the. I don't even know what to say about that. Who does that? I want to do that.
He still trips over furniture, but it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's not funny anymore. Oh, that is funny though.
It's a sad old man falling down.
Well, I'd still be laughing. Maybe we could get an Instagram thing where he falls and I'm just laughing hysterically at him, but it's not funny. That's a good bit. All right, let's see what we missed football wise since we've been away. I'm going to share my screen and see if this is going to work out because I got a lot of stuff. Here we go. Here's the first one. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is the one. The last time we were around was Halloween. So weird. And Thanksgiving already. My goodness. That's Don Jameson, who didn't do very well. 1-4. So did I. I'm having a horrible season. Mike went 3-2. You guys went 3-2, and you guys are, winning. Yeah, I had a horrible week that week. And then I can't go to the next picture without unsharing, or I can, Mike.
It depends how you have it set up on your thing, but
like,
let's do it the way you're comfortable with.
Can you see this is week 10 coming out? No, it's not. No. Okay, so I'll stop sharing and then reshare for this. I'm sharing again.
All right.
This is we had Rachel picking. You didn't see that, but I asked her for her picks. She didn't do well. You guys didn't do well. Well, that would be Marcy. When in the interim, I didn't do well. Mike kicked ass going 4-1. The only one he missed was the game in Germany. That's why I have the pictures of the Third Reich over there. I hate that they played a game there. It drives me nuts. But yeah, that was crappy. I'm trying to think if there were any games that mattered, but it didn't. Yeah, I had to outlive the whole cast. Really, the kids are gone too? Oh, that's incredible. All right, I'm sharing. I'm sharing now. I'm going week 11, just so we can see our results for the fun. I'm sharing again. This time, I ironically had the Cookie Monster pick, and our friend Memo won the pool. I mean, they went 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, really doing well. You guys and Marcy also went 4-1. So the Peanut Gallery is winning the whole thing so far. I again went 2-3. Mike went 2-3. The Jets, I don't know what made me choose the Jets. I guess I thought they'd keep it close. I don't know what we're going to do. And I guess then we go to this past week. What, just a day ago. week 12. This is where we want to be. See what the standings are. Yes, I'm sharing. And I went even 2-2-1. Mike did great, 3-1-1. Lenny Marcus went 4-0. There was one tie. I put a picture of Ty from Clueless up there. Now I can't believe I never thought of that before. And then you guys or Marcy went 1-3. That should be in red. I messed that up. Dan said Jemima and Jeremy are still alive. That's what I figured. But there is something funny. If I hope they go before Dick Van Dyke goes, because I didn't want them to say Dick Van Dyke outlived. Well, he definitely outlived the entire cast of the Dick Van Dyke Show, at least. And no, not Mary Poppins yet. I think Julie Andrews is still with us. So anyway, the Bears was a tie. The Vikings stink. I thought they'd keep it close, but you guys figured that out. I can't. Lenny he did so good. I think did he? No, he did. Now he's in third in our pool in overall for the season.
Yeah,
Dr. Leonard Marcus. The Colts kept it close. I can't believe they didn't win. I really wanted them to win. That puts Kansas City back in playoff contention. Everybody's annoyed by them, but I'm telling you, the networks are really happy because they want them always in the Super Bowl or the playoffs because Taylor Swift. I mean, it brings in 20 more million girls to watch the Super Bowl. I mean, those are big extra numbers. Dallas surprised Philadelphia, and me, Mike, and Lenny had that, and Marcy picked the Eagles for some reason. And I really thought Tampa Bay was going to put it together, but they lost big. So I'm not sure which direction to go this week. Mike did really well. So the celebrity picks and you guys in the chat room are completely tied at 34-24. Mike is right there at 32-26, and I am losing big 28-30. That's not very good. So I guess, Mike, I'll stop sharing again. Without further ado, I'm on the wrong screen. We'll make our picks for this week. You want to do the... Here we go. All right, Mike, I'm sharing.
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. All right. So here we go. We have Nick making it. He just sent me his picks today. The great Nick Griffin, who perhaps we will have, and we'll figure that out. Mike and I'll figure it out because Mike, that was like our best show, right?
Oh yeah.
Last Christmas. Or whatever, last December. I got the big penis theme. I mean, peanuts. It's so close. Also on the bottom, as you can see, I have, and it ain't cool to be no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. Yeah, on the bottom. Oh, that's great from Trading Places. So we will open, of course. That's why we wanted to do this today for our Thanksgiving matchups. There's 3 games. I picked 2 that were always, the traditions and great games. Now that the Lions are good again, we don't have to it's just like, because for so many years, it was like, why? People were like, why the Lions? But now the Lions against Green Bay should be good. I think, did Green Bay win last week or loss? Or I can't remember. I have it right here last week.
They
won. They beat the stupid Vikings. But the Lions aren't playing very well. They beat the Giants. They got lucky. I think the Lions on Thanksgiving get it together and really give it to the Packers on Thanksgiving. Mike, what do you think?
Yes, I'm gonna go with the Lions.
It's only 2.5. If it was any more, I would probably take Green Bay. But I don't know. I'm doing that. Nick is taking the Lions. And when we hear from you guys, you'll let us know what your plans are, whether you're taking the Lions or Green Bay. For now, we'll move on to, Scruffy says the Lions. We'll just wait in case anyone else wants to chime in. All right, then we have the traditional Dallas Cowboys game, and this time playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who again got lucky against the Colts. And the Cowboys really showed some spunk against the Eagles on, what was that, Sunday night or Monday night? What was that? Sunday night? No, or maybe Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Last Sunday afternoon. It was incredible. They're +3 at home. We know they can score, and Kansas has been wonky. You know, I'm gonna take the Cowboys +3, Mike. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
You're gonna go with Kansas City. How come?
I think they're gonna be going to the playoffs. I think this is where they start hitting their stride, and the Cowboys will just let you down.
Yeah, I guess. Nick picked the Chiefs as well because that is where he's from. And then I see back we have one for the Lions and one for Green Bay, so I'm still not sure what to do.
But they are going with the Chiefs.
Right, that I can see for sure. Well, we'll go with Scruffy's pick because Marcy's been picking, so we'll go with his Lions. And then Black Friday, a new tradition that last year was the worst because it was the Jets and the Dolphins, and I stayed home for that, and that was a mess. We have the Eagles playing the Bears, and the Eagles are -7. Well, I don't know what the story is with that, but I got no problem picking the Bears +7 points. They've been playing really good, unless for some reason they don't play good on the road. But the Eagles haven't been playing awesome, so +7 seems like a no-brainer, right?
I agree with that. I'm going to go with the Bears as well.
The Bears. Nick picked the Eagles, and Marcy is taking the Bears. Again, I will give just another second, see if anybody else wants to choose. Not that Marcy, it has nothing to do with your pick. It's just trying to give everybody a chance, especially since Scruffy made fun that how come every time at the end of the season we keep losing? So, okay, they're both picking the Bears. So that's all we got today. And then Sunday, our regularly scheduled games. The LA Rams against the Carolina Panthers. I love the Panthers. Last night, they sucked against the 49ers. What?
I said right? They were terrible.
Yeah, terrible. And I really like Bryce Young. He always seems to do well right at the end of the game. And I don't know what happened, but when they're at home, I'm going to take the 10.5. I'm going to take the 10.5 in the Panthers. 10.5. They always come through in the end. They won't win, even though they have an incredible 6-6 record. But Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win, but they're going to get within 10, I think.
Well, Nick says you're wrong, and he takes the Rams. And we'll wait to see what you guys choose. Scruffy's taking the Panthers, and we'll wait to see what Marcy has to say. And then I picked this game. I don't know why. The Colts, because I like the Colts. We get that Daniel Jones story. I want him to win the Super Bowl and just make the Giants look stupid 2 years in a row with Saquon and Daniel Jones, and fire that dumb shit general manager who they're firing all the wrong people. Again, I don't know how many times I can bring it up. The guy's on television. The owner, his boss, is saying, whatever you do, please don't send Saquon to the Eagles. It'll really fuck me up. And then he does. If you did that to your boss and he asks you to do something on a regular job, aren't you fired? They keep firing the wrong people until they get rid of that guy who basically said to his boss, go fuck yourself. Then the Giants are going to suck. So I'd love to see Daniel Jones happen. So I don't know. This is a tough one. The Colts -4.5 against the Texans, who are playing better and have an incredible defense. Mike, why don't you go first? I'm confused.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
You're going to go with the Colts. Now I see Jack's handle came in with the Rams. The other two have the Panthers. What do you think? Should we take the new viewer
Yeah,
pick?
let's go with new viewer.
Right?
Yeah.
Scruffy's taking the Colts. Nick said the Texans. It's easy to take the Texans. I'm going to go the Colts. I want to go the Colts. A heart, because the Texans are fucking boring. And every time they're in the playoffs, it's so funny because I'm obsessed, when I'm in my head and I'm thinking about the playoffs and I'm coming up with, okay, now I know who's in the playoffs. I know how they're going to schedule everything. Like I try and figure out the primetime games, the Saturday night, 8:00. I know what they're going to be. And I know that whenever the Texans are in the playoffs, because no one gives a shit about the Texans, they are always the first Saturday 4:30 game. That proves my point. They're boring and dull, and no one gives a shit. So I guess I'm just not interested in seeing the Texans do well. So Scruffy says the Colts, and I'm going to go with that so we can end this segment. And those are our picks for our Thanksgiving week 13 already picks on Comedy Cellar Tuesdays with me, Dave Juskow, and Mike Suarez.
Woo.
There they are. Now, all right. Our Mr. Picks have sucked. And that happens. You dream of a scenario like last year where we were incredible, right? That's why we started doing it, because it's the what if factor. What if we go 15-0, which we did, and nobody else picked up on it? I still don't understand. But we're having fun with it, even though we lose. In fact, at this point, you probably want to bet against it. But I'm going to let Mike choose this week in what we do. You can either go to our standard regular pack of cards again, unopened, or remember we had the Alf cards last week?
Yeah.
Well, this week I have the I Love Lucy pack.
Yeah, I love Lucy. Why not?
I know, it's so obvious you were going to pick that. So I'll get more Alf cards for next time. I also have MASH cards. So, but all right. So we're going to go I Love Lucy. And then I have put all the cards in this 1991 I Love Lucy series on a list. Hi, a week late. A week late is late. And I have them all on a list. And I will show that list to you. And every card in this series is allotted to a team. And all the teams are playing this week. So there's no way to lose. I mean, we can lose, but.
Right.
So, Mike, I'm going to ask you to pick a number from 1 to 10. There are apparently 10 cards in here, so they say. I haven't opened it yet, but that's what I read online. There are 10 cards in this pack. So, Mike Suarez, can you change our luck with the Mr. Pick and picking a number between 1 and 10?
I'll go with 8.
Okay. I am unwrapping this pack. Oh, I'm already laughing. It's hilarious. Is there gum? Nah, no gum. No gum. Okay, here we go. They're hard to maneuver. Yeah, they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here it is. 8. And it is, I didn't bring my glasses. This one, which says, "Hi, Ethel, it's Lucy." That's the name of the card. Her on the phone. So I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
And I am going to go to the PDF. Can you see that?
Yep.
And we're going, what is it? "Hi, Ethel, it's Lucy."
Mm-hmm.
Going down. Where is it? Here it is. "Hi, Ethel, it's Lucy." The Carolina Panthers. How funny is that?
Oh, jeez.
Plus, what is it? 10.5 points. We both picked the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, according to this card, plus 10.5. Oh, no. We usually say they have to win. Oh, man, we're so screwed. Oh, thank you, Mike. That's right. They have to win. This is the best. That's right. We're not betting against the spread. They have to win the game.
Hey, I thought it's
worst...
Lucy. The Panthers have to win.
They were the worst season of Mr. Picks of all time. And it just gets funnier and funnier because what did we have last time? The Tennessee Titans. And weren't they playing like the Eagles or the Chiefs or something? They're the worst team in the NFL. So we got to take the Carolina Panthers. I don't even know what to. They're going to lose because we're on a losing streak. Yeah. So the question is, I believe all of our picks have not even covered. So maybe we should change our picks right now to the Rams. Let's see what happens. It's funny either way. So the Mr. Pick for this week is the Carolina Panthers to win against the Los Angeles Rams, and they're underdogs by 10.5 points. That'll be a major upset. The Mr. Pick. Yipes. Oh, boy. Oh, it's too bad we didn't get this one with Little Ricky. My son, the drumming doctor. Yeah. Boy, they really went all out in 1991. Yipes. Okay. Let's play our game that I have prepared today. It's not the greatest game in the history of the show, but it could be interesting. I'm obsessed with the Peanuts, obviously. I love during Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. Mostly the Halloween and Christmas are the classics. The movies are horrible, but I've always liked the Peanuts. I've been reading them since I was a kid, and of course, it sounds like peanuts, so it's excellent. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me see. Wait, hold on. I have to just give me 1 second, everybody. I didn't get this ready because I'm dumb. And there we go. Coming back to you. I'm now going to share my screen and see if I can put this together. I am sharing the screen. Can you see this?
Yep.
That is Charles Schultz. And I believe the first slide, that's a very young Charles Schultz. We only knew him as an old man. But I believe the first slide is what did Charles Schultz dislike about the comic? It was colorized, Snoopy wasn't able to talk, or the name Peanuts. Anybody have an answer?
Wait, what do you mean disliked about the comic?
What didn't he like about it when I guess it first got out in the papers? What was his least favorite thing about the fact that he actually sold his comic?
All right. Well, at first, it wasn't colorized. It was always black and white.
Well, it might have been colorized on Sundays.
All right. That's,
Well, Scruffy actually got it right. If indeed he was answering the question. He wanted to call it Good Old Charlie Brown, but a person at the syndicate said Peanuts. So I guess when you were young, he didn't wield the power he certainly had till the day he died back then, and you have to make concessions. I always wonder why it was called Peanuts too. Made no sense. So you would see on Sundays, he would say, starring Good Old Charlie Brown, because that's what he wanted to call it. He made him mad. Our next one is, which singer once voiced Sally Brown, Charlie Brown's sister? And your choices are Taylor Swift, Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, or Madonna. Which singer once was the voice of Sally Brown? And I will tell you that when she was the voice, it was in the 80s, if that helps. So I guess Taylor Swift's out. Although maybe she wouldn't be. No, she wasn't around in the 80s, right? She's too young. Scruffy says Fergie. Mike?
I'm gonna go with Fergie as well.
Fergie is the correct answer. Fergie was on some TV specials and the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show from 1984 to 1985. I guess that's before she was Fergie, and she was just probably a just absolutely gorgeous actress. Yeah.
It's called Peanuts because the term peanut gallery, and I guess during the time period, peanuts was a term for kids because of that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny that I call the chat room the peanut gallery, and then I have a picture of the peanuts, and I didn't even know that had anything to do with it. Okay, here's one for you. How many siblings did Snoopy have? Does anybody know? It's a single digit, but it's either 5, 6, or 7.
I'm going to say 6.
You'd be correct. Scruffy says 2. No, he had all these. Look at these. I remember Olaf. I know, and I definitely know Spike. They were so boring. I don't remember Molly, Rover, or Belle, or definitely don't remember Marbles.
Marbles.
And I don't know exactly. It seems like a Simpsons episode. Where like, don't you remember the other characters in Itchy and Scratchy that didn't make it? Yeah. Spike, Belle, Marbles, Ugly Olaf. That's what they called them. And Andy in the comics, and then Molly and Rover in an animated special. That's where did they sleep when they come to visit? That's a good question, Scruffy. I don't know. Okay, here's one for you. Let's see if you can guess this one. This is a good one. What is Charlie Brown's father's profession? And it's funny when you hear it, you'll be like, all right. It's an interesting one for sure, because you forget until you're reminded of it. You're like, oh yeah, that's weird. And if there was any hint at all, because it's such a strange thing, I don't want to say it's a strange profession. AP is actually kind of close. That Charles Schultz's father was the same, because otherwise, if you were making a podiatrist, that's hilarious. I feel like if he was a podiatrist, Charlie Brown would have dressed better. But
yeah, not a barber either, I think.
What?
It's not a barber either, I think.
He is a barber.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, you got it right.
I was joking because he's bald, but okay.
No, yeah, I guess that's the dad. Look, I keep forgetting that Charlie Brown's dad is a barber. Just a trim dad. My dad likes to have me come down to the barbershop, wait for him. It really doesn't take much to make a dad happy. Yeah, that was a barber. And that's what I'm saying. If you were making a show or a series, would you ever think to make your dad a barber in the series? Unless your dad was a barber. And I don't think I know one human being on this planet whose dad is a barber, you know? And I don't think that's being snobby. Like, I don't think I even have a friend who knows anybody's dad who's a barber either. I don't even think I know anybody's mom who's a hairdresser. And I actually am friendly with a lot of them.
I've met people whose moms are hairdressers.
Whose moms are hairdressers? That makes more sense, right? But have you ever met a person whose dad is a barber?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Isn't that weird?
Now it seems weird, yeah.
I know. Well, you know, they must have kids. It's not, you know, they have kids. They're such poon hounds. You know how barbers are. Oh boy. This Peanuts character first appeared in 1966, but was not named until 4 years later. And it is quite the iconic character. Appeared in 1966, but didn't get a name until 4 years later If you
Mhm.
think of the year,
Mm-hmm.
which would be around 1969, 1970, that's the clue. 1969 is the clue. Something big happened in 1969, of which this character was a week late. Totally got it. The answer is Woodstock, who, we named after the festival to try and get kids to watch Peanut. Brilliant move. And there it is right here where you find out his name in 1970. It says a little, at 1970, I finally found out what that stupid bird's name is. You'll never believe. Because remember, the top one, it was just a bird that used to, land on Snoopy or something. And then for some reason, they just call him Woodstock. It's kind of a weird. Oh, there it is. June 22nd, 1970. And when was Woodstock? 69, right?
Yeah.
Just about a year later. I finally found out what that stupid bird's name. You'll never believe it. Woodstock. That's the comic. I wonder when they sent it to me. He goes, "That's it. What do we care for? But we do."
Well, what was he against? Family Circus? I mean, come on.
Oh, Family Circus
It's not a whole
sucks.
Hagar just making
Yeah.
a
I know.
gag
It
about
actually made it like
being yelled at.
relevant. It's the
Yeah.
only comic to ever almost be relevant. Because Rex Morgan, MD, I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. Well, he was going on adventures, but BC was just two boring guys talking
Yeah.
about
Nothing was relevant.
Jesus.
And then Charles Schultz actually said, well, here's a character that's at least, relevant to the time period. That's
Yeah.
interesting, I guess. I find this all interesting, but I don't know about you guys, but I was trying to do something fun.
Yeah, his only competition was Wither David.
So what was the name of Snoopy, his parents, and siblings' home until they were sold to their owners? What was the name of the place Snoopy came from? I know this one so well.
No, I don't.
I say it all the time because whenever somebody asks me, where'd you get your dog from? I always use this as the answer. Anybody know? It's kind of classic. Like Charlie Brown says it in a couple of strips before the movie where we find out for sure, where I think it's a Snoopy Come Home movie.
Yeah.
And no, not the Pound. It's actually worse than you can imagine. It's called the Daisy Hill Puppy Farm. It sounds cute, but then it also sounds like it's like sad and scary.
Yeah.
They just breed puppies there. That's all they do. You don't want to be a part of that. But yeah, the Daisy Hill Puppy Farm. And of course, in the classic Snoopy Come Home, we find out his old owner, Lila, who is such an asshole. We hate her so much. And he goes to visit her in the hospital because, she writes him a letter. And then she's going to go live with him because he feels he has no choice. And fortunately, as the movie continues, as this has been happening throughout the whole movie, the gag is that no dogs are allowed in. He hated that cat, and she had a cat, and he hates cats. And then look how happy he was when he found out no dogs allowed in the building. He goes, well, good night. And he puts on his bowl and his suitcase, and he takes off, and he goes back to good old Charlie Brown, where he's still a dick to him, but he likes the action that Charlie Brown and his friends provide. God, that movie, all they do is cry in the movie. I don't know why anybody would make a movie like this. It's not funny or fun. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like, why did I watch that? And yet it resonates so well with me. I know, like, all the scenes, they have a party, just everybody's crying because Snoopy's leaving. And you're like, you hate Lila for her to even request to come back after she dumped him. It's just really makes you angry. And that's why you're like, in your face. Yeah, no dogs allowed. And of course, the song goes, no dogs allowed. And then Woodstock gets on his shoulder and they go, or birds. Just me? Okay, here's a good question for you. Who plays right field on Charlie Brown's horrible baseball team? Who is the right fielder?
Hmm?
Well, we know, is Linus the shortstop? Peppermint Patty is not the answer. It's somebody who's not very good. Schroeder's the catcher. Pretty sure of that. It should be Snoopy's brother Olaf, but Schroeder's the catcher. And I think I don't know whether Sally plays or not, but she'd probably be in the outfield. Guessing. Lionel? Who the hell is Lionel? No, I know you meant Linus. I think Linus is the shortstop because he uses his blanket to kick some ass. But the actual answer, the right fielder in Charlie Brown's baseball team, is Lucy, who always drops the ball. She is the Dave Juskow of Little League. And in this comic here, which is pretty funny, I think our team is in trouble this year, Charlie Brown. We're weak at every position. And she goes, except right field, she's exceptionally cute. And he goes, our right fielder is completely hopeless, but cute. So she knows she is very bad. Yeah. And then I guess this is the last one. Which character was introduced on July 31st, 1968? And then, of course, the clue would be, but that'll be giving the answer away. So just think of the year.
Oh, I don't know, Franklin.
That's correct. He was introduced right after MLK was assassinated in April. Charles Schultz finally got the message. So I guess if anyone wants to know if Martin Luther King's message rang true and clear to anybody, at least Charles Schultz gave it, I don't have any black people in my coming. So, that's a good thing. And here he is being introduced at the beach of all things. I don't know why that's confusing to me. I don't know. Racistly, I don't see a lot of black people at the beach. So I don't know where he came up with this, but is this your beach ball? He's like that guy in Trading Places. This your place? That's a nice place. Hey, thanks very much. See, he already likes him. I was swimming out there. Came floating by. Oh, my sister threw it in the water. I see you making a sandcastle. Looks kind of crooked. I guess maybe it is. Where I come from, I'm not famous for doing things right. And therein lies a beautiful friendship. Oh, thank you, Marcy. I'm glad you felt that was informative. That is, that's the show for today. I am a professor, so I like to give away the information. I enjoy doing the research, and as you can see, even 5 years later, Franklin was actually invited to a Thanksgiving dinner. Wow, that's progress. It's too bad MLK seemed like a pretty cool guy. I bet you he would have enjoyed seeing this. Even though when he comes in, they get, yeah, come on, man. It's like, well, that Charlie Brown's an asshole, and he's completely uncool. But for some reason, when Franklin comes over, he's the coolest. Yeah, baby, what's happening? He knows how to do the slap and the high five. And I always think about that. All right, that's too much. That's too much. If it was realistic, he'd be like me. He'd be like, I am so excited. I have a black friend. I say this to Marina every day. And she knows. I wish I was kidding. Oh, thank you, Scruffy. Thank you, Scruffy. Thank you so much. Well, I guess that's our show for today. Just wanted to put something out there for everybody since we'd been away and there was cancellation and all that kind of stuff. And so we'll definitely be back December 9th. Mike's already got his flight ready. There's no government shutdown. When are you actually coming in? The day before or that day?
Day before.
Oh, thank God. All right. So we'll know the day before if we should panic. But otherwise, yeah. December 9th, we'll be in studio. We'll definitely have some guests, and we'll have a good time, as we always do. Make our picks, make our Mr. Pick, and have a little trivia action. And hopefully our boys will just do it. It'll be great. Yeah, maybe Dan. Well, see, with the tell, you don't want to have anybody in there that's going to annoy him. Although I do not think for a second that Dan annoys him, but I think the group of Russ, Dave, and Nick seems to work. Yeah. Right? I mean, it just does. And Mike, David Tell, remember how happy he was last year? He was doing bits.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do it again, but is he going to be annoyed for me asking? But again, if I time it with our dinner for Nick's birthday, then it kind of works.
And if you make the subject again like last year where it was about old comedy.
Yeah, oh no, I totally would. That would be the trivia for sure, because they loved it.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Of course, Nick was late to his own birthday, but that's I call him Sleepy Nick. But anyway, yeah, that's the show. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, or at least has some plans to be with friends and or family. Mike, I know you're going to family, so that's great. Mike, I'm going to wait. Before we go, let me make sure. Are you really from Texas? See if we can finish this song. The stars at night are big and bright.
I think I left my hat in the taxi.
No, I knew it. He's not from Texas. Who am I looking at? I don't know. I knew it. That's the funniest thing of all time. Oh, Pee-wee. Anyway, everybody, have a great holiday. And I guess we'll see you it's just 2 weeks away, right, Mike?
Yep.
All right. So have a good time, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.